And so my father was arrested. He disappeared for 4 days. We didn't know where he was. And he never wanted to talk about this. He never wanted to talk about what happened. All I know from the family is that within a week or two, we left Cuba. And we went to Jamaica for a month and a half, waiting for our paperwork to arrive to come to the U.S. as refugees. My parents, particularly my mother and her family, were very heavily involved first in the revolution against Batista, who was the former right-wing dictator that was there. My dad was marginally involved, but he and 2 others were caught with a ham radio. I found out that the year he died, he told his sister what had happened when he was arrested for 4 days. He and the 2 people he was with were scheduled to be executed. It turns out that my godfather, who was my dad's best friend, was a communist supporter of the government. So he intervened and saved my dad from being executed, but told him, you have to get out of town because things are getting too hot. So that's why we left the country. But I didn't find this out for 50 years. And then you had to leave everything behind. The only thing you were allowed to take with you was 3 sets of clothes. You had to leave your pictures, your wedding rings, everything. And that belonged to the government after that. So my family suffered a lot in terms of we lost everything materially, but more importantly, we lost the hope that a country system could be changed. And then we came to the U.S. and eventually to LA, and here I am. We were very thankful of what this country has done for us. And I will go back to my home once the Castro brothers are dead. So I'm currently an adjunct professor here at the UCLA Anderson School of Management, where I teach classes in law, tax, international business. So mock trial is basically like a debate, because a lot of people understand how debate works. In a mock trial, the UCLA mock trial team will compete against a team from another university, say Stanford or Harvard. They'll be assigned either the plaintiff or prosecution side or the defense side of a mock case. And the students will have to present the whole case as if they were lawyers. So my role is I am both the faculty director and help run the program and run the finances of the program, as well as one of the coaches, the head coach, to help train the students on the rules of evidence, lawyering, trial advocacy. Part of what I do is really more like acting and getting the students to learn to play different kinds of characters that are entertaining but credible. And I always have a lot of my students watch My Cousin Vinny, so that I always have at least one woman on the team playing a Marissa Tomei character, like, well, let me tell you, I'm an expert witness and here's the deal. And so that makes it a lot of fun, because then what happens is the judges are entertained. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose, you just have to look good doing it. It's nothing I get paid for, it's nothing I get course credit for, it's just something I love to do because I love working with the students, I really do. I'm obviously a huge Star Wars fan. I've seen the original movies at least 30, 40 times. I've seen the most recent one 3 times. I've read all 65 of the post-Star Wars novels. Real Star Wars geek. I think I fell in love with a character from the most recent movie, Poe Dameron, kind of the swashbuckling, fun pilot. And after the movie, and liking his character a lot, I found out that his father's Cuban and left to this country just like I did as a refugee. This whole concept of the Force, so what is the Force? It's sort of this positive energy that surrounds all of us that promotes good in life, and I'm the glass is half full kind of guy all the time in every respect. And so the idea that there's sort of this positive energy, I believe in karma and that you do good things for people, I kind of like that positive philosophy about life and the fact that we're all connected somehow. Even when baseball was in the Olympics, I bought season tickets that went to every single baseball game in the Olympics. So
if you were to ask me how many baseball games you've been to in your life, what do you think it would be?
Oh, it's got to be well over 1,000, I'm sure.